for Akademiks, and check it out now. The fight goes on, all right? Lil Yachty is fighting for the mumble rappers against the old heads. If you guys don't know, flabby and sick individuals who are trapped in an era which isn't consistent with what segments of the youth today are actually listening to. Now, listen, okay, you don't have to be literally old to be an old head. Supposedly, if you don't rock with mumble rap, you old nigga, okay? Now, Pete Rock, as his name is coming up again, he's a legendary producer, isn't too fond of a lot of things in hip-hop. He's not fond of fuckery, okay? Now, he's not ashamed or he's not afraid to call people out, and he's been doing it on his Instagram page. We saw before where he called out Young Dolph, and rather than keep quiet, he's voicing his opinion. Now, this time around, he's calling out Lil Yachty, okay? He said this. He posted a video which was edited. It was a video of Lil Yachty freestyling at Hot 97. He captioned it with a bunch of emojis showing disapproval, basically saying he ain't with it. Now, a fan actually said, "This is ridiculous. Whoever put him behind a mic and gave him a chance was a fool. Hip-hop is dead because of shit like this. How are people okay with the whack-ass wannabe rappers like him?" Okay, Pete Rock actually responded to that person. He says, "Shaking my head. They don't match the world that we live in making this type of nonsense or not repping the culture right. They breed in these stupid-ass fans with no fucking brains. So we gonna have a world full of that? Really?" Now, of course, Lil Yachty was not gonna take that too lightly. He didn't appreciate that comment. Okay, you already know Lil Yachty reacts off of the slightest thing because he's already on social media where a lot of people attack him and call him garbage. Okay? He said this, like Dolph said, fuck a Pete Rock. He also continued by saying, "Well, I did some thinking. I ain't mad at Pete Rock. That's his personal preference because personally, I don't like his type of music either. So it's not fuck you, bless you." Then he continued by saying, "Because at the end of the day, what we doing over here not going to stop growing because an old head don't like it. The world will continue to spin." Now, again, man, I keep telling y'all that there's a conversation kind of being held right here, even though we're seeing like it's kind of like back and forth. It's like, fuck you, fuck you. We're actually talking about this, right? Again, it's about ageism in hip-hop. Obviously, there's a generation or people like a certain type of hip-hop. They don't get mumble rap. And I'm telling y'all what hip-hop is today. It's not dead. It just has expanded. We have mumble rap, we have lyrical rap, we got trap rap, we got drill rap, we got just swag rap. There's a million types of rap. And if you only focus on the stuff that you don't like, you're gonna be very disgruntled, okay? Again, you can't get mad at people for liking other elements of music or liking some segments of music that you don't, because when you lash out, you're giving those people more power. What you should do is try to highlight and big up the segments that you do like, because unlike what everyone is saying, like hip-hop is dead, hip-hop ain't dead. If you want to find a lyrical rapper who's a new rapper who's doing anything, you can more than find him. But of course, a lot of people, they'd rather focus on the negative. Okay, now again, I really appreciate that Pete Rock is actually trying to, even though I think the tone is wrong. Both of these guys are disrespecting each other. You gotta respect the legend. Okay, Yachty, you gotta respect the legend. And also for Pete Rock, you can't, when you tell someone who's on his way up, like, yeah, you're just fucking garbage, and basically, like, just because you don't get it, you're just saying it's polluting hip hop, why you don't even understand its impact or even the targeted audience or why those people like it, I think it's too dismissive and it doesn't really contribute or really further the conversation, even though it started it. All right? So in my opinion, man, while I like some of Yachty's songs, some of his songs I don't like, but I definitely understand the lane that he's in. I understand what mumble rap is doing nowadays, and I understand that there's a bunch of people that they like that type of music. Not everybody gotta like a bunch of lyrical stuff. Not everyone has to like what I like particularly. And that's the reason why we have subgenres of hip-hop. Hip-hop is growing and, of course, evolved. And listen, we're going to always defer to a legend like Pete Rock because his opinion is always welcome. But, of course, he has to also acknowledge that the hip-hop that he so loved, right, it has not died, contrary to popular belief. It's grown. And, yes, there is some elements of that hip-hop that you might not get. You might think is garbage. But, nevertheless, it definitely does help the culture progress, okay? It is what it is. Get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like, definitely subscribe to Akademiks. What's your thoughts on the whole thing? Are you an old head or you love that mumble rap? Get in the comment box. Akademiks. Come on.